Hola a todos. Hoy vamos a hablar de un uso importante del verbo gustar. De hecho, hace un año subí un video a mi canal en el que hablé de los usos del verbo gustar. Ustedes lo pueden encontrar abajo en la descripción. Por supuesto, hoy vamos a aprender otro uso. Now we can switch to English. So if you saw my previous video, which of course will be available in the description, we know that gustar means to be pleasing to and is conjugated differently. We usually use it in the third person singular or plural depending on what is being liked or what is pleasing. Okay, so the structure we use the indirect object pronoun to refer to the person doing the liking. And then we conjugate gustar according to the activity or the object. If it is singular, we use gusta, and if it is plural, we use gustan, right? And of course, we use the prepositional phrases either to add emphasis or to add clarity. Okay. So we're going to look at different uses now. And truth be told, all my life, yes, when I was studying Spanish at school, I was always taught that it is used in the third person, singular or plural. I was actually never taught that gustar can be used this way, right? So this burst my bubble as well. Now we can use gustar to express attraction to someone, and this will be in a romantic sense. So if you have a physical attraction to someone, we use gustar. Now this is different from caer bien. If you use the verb caer bien, that usually means that you like someone's character, you get along well with them, etc. But gustar is different. Gustar is more of an attraction, a physical attraction, or it's more romantic. So if you just want to say that you get along well with someone, use caer bien and not gustar. Okay? What's the difference? So when gustar is used like this, it agrees with the person being liked. Similarly, with the other uses, we know that it will be conjugated according to the third person plural or third person singular or plural depending on what is being liked. So the same thing will apply here, but it agrees with the person. So we're going to conjugate the verbs according to the typical subjects, yo, tú, él, etc., right? As we're going to see now. So the same formula, individual doing the liking, we use the indirect object pronoun. Gustar will be conjugated according to the person being liked. Therefore, if we have yo, it's going to be gusto. Gustas will apply to tú. Gusta él, ella, usted. Gustamos nosotros o nosotras. Gustáis vosotros o vosotras. Gustan ellos, ellas, ustedes. Yes. So it's going to agree with the person being liked. Okay? But as we know, it means to be pleasing too. But we will translate it as to like. Right. So let's look at some examples. A Susana le gustas tú. Remember, with the third person, when it comes to the third person, we use the prepositional phrase to add clarity because the third person, singular or plural, can be ambiguous. Okay? So to specify who we are talking about, we use a. So Susana likes you, or you are pleasing to Susana. So you see the structure, a Susana, that's the prepositional phrase, Le, because this is the third person singular. Gustas, because tú. That's the person being liked, tú. So gustar agrees with the person being liked, which is tú. So le gustas. So this is the present tense. Of course, we can conjugate this in the past tense if we wanted. We could say, a Susana le gustaste tú. If we use the preterite. A Susana le gustaste tú. Susana liked you, or you were pleasing to Susana. You see? So we can use any tense. We don't necessarily have to use the present, but we use the present for simplicity, right? So yes. Now, if I want to use the verb caer bien, it would be the same structure. A Susana le caes bien tú. Susana likes you, but not like in a romantic sense. Like as in she likes your personality, right? A Susana le caes bien. Muy bien. Sigamos. Me gustáis vosotras. I like you all, and vosotras would obviously refer to women. You all are pleasing to me. Me gustáis vosotras. So me referring to the first person singular, and we wouldn't have to say a mí unless we want to add emphasis. Me gustáis vosotros, vosotras. So vosotras would be the people that are being liked, right? And in this case, they are female, so we say vosotras. I like you all are pleasing to me. Okay, muy bien. And lastly, a las mujeres les gusto yo. So we have the prepositional phrase because once again, there can be some ambiguity. Les, because we're talking about third person plural. Gusto yo, because the first person is the person being liked. So gustar becomes gusto yo. Women like me, or I am pleasing to women. I like to think so. Yes. So it is similar to the other uses, but the only difference is that gustar in this context is going to be conjugated to agree with the person being liked. And it would basically be the traditional conjugations, not just the third person, singular or plural, right? Now, if we want to make it negative, we use the same formula, right? If we want to make this negative, the no will go before the indirect object pronoun. So, a las mujeres no les gusto yo. Women do not like me, or I am not pleasing to women, right? Same formula. Same thing with questions. We just put the question marks at both ends. A las mujeres les gusto yo? Do women like me, or am I pleasing to women? Same thing, simple. Just remember that gustar in this context must agree with the person, okay? And it will be conjugated according to the traditional conjugations in any tense. All right? Now, let us see if we understand what has just been taught. Okay, so we move on to the quiz. So let's see if we understand. Translate the following sentences to Spanish. And of course, we're using gustar, right? We're using it in the romantic sense, all right? So Mariana likes me, all right? So how would we translate that? Of course, we need the prepositional phrase because we have someone specific. So, a Mariana, le, me. So that would be, how would we conjugate gustar? Yo. So, gusto yo. A Mariana le gusto yo. Perfecto. Dos. We do not like you. We don't have to put the prepositional phrase, but if we want to, that's fine. And we have a negative, so no, no, nos. How do we conjugate gustar? You. Nos gustas tú. No nos gustas tú. Or a nosotros or a nosotras no nos gustas tú. Tres, I like Gabby Espinoso. Espino. What is Espinoso? Right. I like Gabby Espino. So, me gusta, because this is third, Gabby Espino will be third person singular. Me gusta Gabby Espino. We could also say, a mí me gusta Gabby Espino. ¿Ok? Por cierto, si está mirando este video, por favor, llámeme. Ok. 4. Do Susana and Juana like us? Okay. So we use the question marks. Do Susana and Juana like us? So, a Susana y a Juana. Us. So, les gustamos nosotros. Or it could be nosotras depending on the gender of us. We don't know. Okay? So, a Susana y a Juana les gustamos nosotros. Ok. Hemos completado la lección. Espero que ustedes entiendan este uso del verbo gustar. Muchas gracias por ver, como siempre, y hasta la vista.